Where's old man? There he is. Let's take him. All right, Cleopatra. You did cranberry root beer, basically, Morgana? Vesper. Sorcerers whisper about Vesper, a dark god of magic, a patron who answers desperate prayers, a hooded miracle who appears when spells fail and reality starts to feel. Many have tried to worship him. Some have begged him. A few have even attempted to bind him. None have ever kept their souls. Vesper knows every secret worth knowing, the true names of wards, the hidden locks in a mortal mind, the shortcuts that make impossible spells feel effortless. This is why mages seek him, and that is why they die. Vesper carries a key that does not unlock doors but people. With it he accesses the part of a mortal that resists surrender, and then he drinks what spills out. Those who survive are left hollow-eyed and obedient, repeating incantations they no longer understand. Now he's hunting a royal soul. Yours. Oh my goodness. 2 archers and 100 wheat? Yeah, 2 archers and 100 wheat. Yeah. Some good peasants. Let's get water going here. Start with 2 waters. Start with 3 waters. Just really bum rush the water situation. Remove 1 of them in favor of tree. Pick up the speed. We need bodies. There we go. Alright. Fully upgraded peasant hut down here. And since that's better than this, I'm just gonna sell the normal peasant huts. Who needs them? Let's plop you down like so, and do a wheat and a wheat. Go get him, boys. They got him. Sphinx guardhouse, black sheep barn, hunters. I want Anubis. Anubis was really good in our little test run. I got a free reroll, let's just use it. Anubis Temple. Yeah. The horror cancels itself out. Get a clay mine. And 4 out prophecy. Levy barracks. Resource. Resource. Let's just go. It's 2, 2, 2. Just the same thing every wave. And then infrastructure, relic, advanced production. Now I'm feeling spicy. Let's also just do this. Just go all in. Give me everything. A mysterious mage appears before your throne and silently spreads out a velvet cloth on the floor. He places 2 glass vials on it. One is a deep crimson color that appears to be swirling against the forces of gravity, as if it dislikes the shape of the bottle. The other a soothing blue, a color that is reassuring to behold in the same way a locked door is, despite the pair of eyes swimming in it. The mage presents the choice without lengthy explanation. One potion will grant you eldritch knowledge, the world revealed without its comforting lies, the fabric of reality laid bare, the underlying forms of the stars made manifest. The other will grant you merciful ignorance, removing eldritch visions from your sight. What will you choose, Your Highness? Lose all troops on the battlefield, upgrade your gaze. Receive 20 denarii, receive permanent morale 5. Force the mage to drink both potions. We're either going to get one of these or one of these. 10% chance for one of these, 90% chance for one of these. I mean, the idea of making Morpheus here drink both is kind of interesting. You refuse to gamble with your royal mind and order a proper demonstration. To eliminate any possibility of trickery, you order the mage to drink both vials, to the last drop. The effect is instantaneous and highly instructive. Knowledge and ignorance meet in his body like two armies clashing in a gorge. The mage spasms, swells, and recombines into something that does not belong to proper geometry. An abomination of mutually contradictory facts and blessed ignorance. But it's an abomination you can command. Look at him! What a unit! An absolute unit! Well, I need a metal mine. Go get him! A second Anubis temple, you say? I don't mind if I do. Hospital! Yes, please. I come into the stream to see tentacle porn. This is not a new entry for the channel, to be fair. What's going on, Blue? Clay mine. Yeah, I'll take that. 3 corpses. Let's see. There's 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 is the best we could do. Let's... Re-up my peasantry. Removing passwords from laptops that aren't mine. That's a fun hobby to have. I forgot about that button. The owners know I'm doing it. Sure they do. I've heard that one before. Give me a bunch of wine so morale stays up. Even more wine. And a scarecrow. Wow. Tell it to the judge. Look him up. I'll get even more if I wait for this wave. I could have wine for days. Carpentry. Animal farm, market. I already have a market. 2 markets isn't gonna help me out. Animal farm so we can make meat. We won't be able to build it for a while, but out of these being selected here, that's the one I want. From what's being offered to me. Crank out some wood. And then yet more wood once the wave starts. Oh yeah, first. Stockpile what we need. That was the wave? Another Anubis temple. I'm gonna be rolling in Anubises. Upgrade Anubis. Fireworks spell every 3 waves. If your HP is below 25%, damage all of your troops increased by 40%. Central tile always works. God, you can't say no to that. That means I don't have to ever worry about the tentacle now. That is good stuff. Basic construction would be nice. Because I need iron. That thing just went straight for my castle. It ignored my people. Another Anubis temple? Iron mine. Money. 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 Advanced production. An offensive structure. Established production, basic production. A giant barbarian appears at your gates, with fur and past victories proudly draped over his shoulders. His sword so heavy it could be considered architecture. He claims he's traveled from afar and his journey was long. Blah, 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 blah. Death Knight in the forest, you know, stuff. I want a barbarian. I'm gonna prepare a feast, get him drunk, trick him into staying. And I want you to produce for me iron. Top off our peasants. Alright, we need iron and wood. You're my iron mine. We're getting wood now. Oh, the big guy's already dead. Not the big guy, but the other big guy. Big sawmill. And a clay mine. Look at them all. Nice. Let's finish up all these trees and finish making our peasants. And then we switch focus. I want an iron mine producing. Big old tree. And some clay. Because I need to make a bunch of Anubises. That requires 80 metal. You're doing great, boys. Those 2 archers are going to be here until the very end. My peasants are all dead. Oh, I want to build that hospital real soon. I don't want that big guy to die. Firebomb launcher, timber launcher, dovecoat. I'm sorry, wait. Releases birds that circle over the battlefield for a while and then poop on enemies. Surge of strength. Birds remain on the battlefield for longer before flying away. Bird attacks now poison enemies. That's very good. Peasants are money, pretty much. Like, we're just getting gold out of them. So, this is just wood, just water, just wheat. Easy to do. This is oil and steel. We don't have oil, we don't have steel. And this one's just wood. Launches a log. The upgrades allow us to increase sawmill and tree production by 25% passively. And we could double its damage. So 30 base damage every 1.5 seconds. The idea of birds just pooping on people is very amusing, though. Gotta take that one. Gets to pooping. Ye best be pooping. $96. No, the big guy's dead. Hang in there, archers. Oh, and then a fuel pump shows up, huh? I'm gonna take a mill so we can make some flour. Alright, back to pumping out iron. More iron. You guys got it right? Yeah, they're fine. They'll be fine. Magical Serpentarium. If it's an Egyptian unit, it has, like, sand crumbling off it. That's kind of fun. As much as I want the Serpent Mages, Healer Mages are awesome. Attacking buildings and wall defenders, damage increased by 25%. Every arcane unit on the battlefield provides 3% boost to spell damage. I mean, now that we have birds that count as a attack building, we'll have them poop on people. 1,000 water on pickup, or whenever we kill an enemy. Or whenever we kill an enemy. We need ore for most of our units right now. Let's grab that. I'll also take a little boost to my ore. And a little head start on grapes. And you know what? Iron mine production boosted. Hospital just requires a bunch of wood. There we go. Hospital's ready. There we go. Healing them between rounds is just gonna be real nice. Real good stuff. So I need 5 more steel. I need magic crystals, which we haven't started producing yet. Bunch more wood. Scorpion Arena? Is that Scorpion Man Tark? My bro? Man Scorpion Tark? Summons 3 small scorpions upon its death. Scorpion rider. Oh, it's a person riding a scorpion, not a half man, half scorpion. Poison nearby enemies for a total of 120 damage when it dies. And we're back to profits. Ooh, building upgrade. Building upgrade. Money. Money. I don't actually really desire another barracks too strongly. So that makes me feel fine right here. I have 269 wine still. I'm gonna take a seal. You decide not to waste resources on panic and instead watch the ritual unfold. The apprentice continues sinking, still insisting everything's under control as the tendrils inch closer to freedom. The ritual comes to its own end once the apprentice has been completely consumed. Strangely, when your servants check the room the next day, they find a gift for you, a magic seal made in the abyss. What's that old movie with the scorpion people, not with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? I'm not sure I know. Generally speaking, I'm a good resource when it comes to movies, but I don't think I know what you're talking about. Alright, we need crystals. Magic crystals. Gold and clay, huh? Thank you for that resubscription, Nara. Yeah. Double damage from my boys. Clay. Man, look at him go. Yeah. Take some crystals. Weaken enemies when they die. Alright. I have another Anubis temple. Ba, 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 ba. All you need is Anubis. All Anubis, all the time. I mean, they clean house. Get a bunch more. That said, I really need... really need some magic crystals. And some iron. And you need a vineyard. Those are fully upgraded peasants. And every time they die, I get gold. Stun 2 enemies upon its death. Alright, I need... nothing that is currently present here. Dang. The Great Slingshot! Producing 1,000 crystals after equipping this artifact grants 3 legendary spells. Damage dealt by spells plus 25%. Oh, every time we upgrade our gaze, we get 3 healer mages. We'll cheat our way there. We'll just cheat. Oh yeah, my dovecoat. Alright, I need to set up an area that is like, when we are currently being attacked, we want the dovecoat, we want the hospital, this is automatic. I guess water's fine for one of them. Something else I want to be doing while combat is underway. Hospital, dovecoat. Honestly, I could just put the peasants up there. They die and are replenished pretty quickly. Yeah, this is our combat zone. Since the boss is about to happen, I think I'll hang out up here. Golds, I really need gold though. Vespa, keeper of seals. Go poop on them, birds. Yeah, poop on him! Wow, he killed everybody, but the birds are pooping quite efficiently on him. Keep pooping. When a troop dies, an explosive scarecrow is created in its place. Increase all troop building unit capacity by 1. Let's get explosive scarecrows on death. Incineration's nice. Pharaoh's tomb. That is a weird... Is that just a naked man with a pharaoh mask? Upon death, spawn exploding scarabs. Requires meat. We do have what we need for meat, if I recall. And the Pyramid of Horus, who is a flying unit. Requires wheat. Alright, we definitely can make meat. But also, we can make wheat. So, Pyramid of Horus, 57 damage per second, 320 health. It is flying, summons rain that slows down enemies, increases the damage they take by 50% upon its death. This guy is 28 damage per second with 500 health, 3 exploding scarabs when he dies. We could also make them 50% cheaper to produce, deal 50% more damage, and after death, 2 more additional scarabs, or 50% more damage. After Horus's death, a random enemy is struck by lightning for 500 damage, and rain summoned after death becomes poisonous. I'm leaning into the Horus direction myself. clay mine, gold mine. Although I do need a vineyard. Gotta take gold mine first. We can upgrade horse, or upgrade our healer mages. Champion units. A lot of money, a lot of production, a lot of spells. Infrastructure. Advanced production, established production. Lots of resources. A magnificent emperor arrives at your gates riding a polar bear the size of a siege engine. He's dressed in spotless finery, carries himself like a god, and smiles as if the world is obligated to impress him. He claims he has crossed seas and sand to witness your kingdom's unusual cavalry. Word has reached his court that you ride geese into battle, train worms as sabotage units, and generally treat common sense as an optional setting. The Emperor is intrigued. He offers to fund new stables in your realm generously, so long as you choose which mount deserves imperial patronage. Look at that polar bear. Work of art. That is a weird-looking polar bear. So we can get worm riders with a random upgrade for worm riders, geese training field, random upgrade for geese training fields, or tell them the Dark Realm is not a place for experiments and get 2 random building upgrades. I like worm riders. I'm gonna take worm riders. I know geese are great. Very polar bear. You suggest the worm stables. They're practical, terrifying, and deeply unsettling to look at. The Emperor laughs approvingly, calls it true innovation, and signs the funding decree on the spot. Soon, Imperial engineers arrive with plans and materials, and your kingdom gains the means to expand its worm riding program. Boss defeated. It's said that the Abyss has taken form in something older than humanity, older than goblins and monsters, older than even the gods. A gaping maw ready to devour the world the moment reality lets loose its chains. The Kraken. A behemoth rising high above the kingdoms. Its tentacles can strike like whips and destroy whole armies. Its insanity spreads across the land. It has spawned countless offspring. Heed the warning, for your souls are prey. Run. Ye old Kraken. And what we got here? Summon a random Egyptian unit, and summon a better unit after completing the second quest. $300 friendly unit death events. That's kind of why also the peasants are sticking around. To die. Heal them. All right, gold. Put a gold mine right there. Oh, hell yeah, worm riders. And wheat would be a nice thing to start producing. Let's do wheat mill and a thingamabob, and you know what they're called. Go! Hell's that? Good haul, good haul. I'm guessing little eyeball-y things are like a debuff from the boss. Get him! The hell did that guy come from? Cheater! Oh, right. When we're in combat, we need to be up here. Letting the hospital do its thing. And making sure that boobs. Making sure that boobs are pooping on people. Like boobs are wont to do. That's what those things flying in the sky, right? Boobs? Absolutely. Get him, boobs! I'm out of wheat! My boobs won't go. Yeah, not producing water. They are a whole stop. Gold mine. Gold mine. Take it. There's a whole category for boob poop. And a winery, alright. Some lucky finds there. We need a lot of wheat. Mostly I want to get my gaze upgrade. Tired of these vanilla gaze. I want upgraded gaze. Poop on them, birds! Friendly units in an area, 33% chance of evading enemy attacks. Create a fissure. I'll take fissure. 220 damage. And deforestation for some quick tree. And I'll take metal. And I'll take... I have the means to make flour, but kind of getting a kickstart on flour would be nice. But I don't have a means of making metal. I'll take more metal. Once I upgrade my vision, I will have healer mages, and that will be awesome. Come on. And battle music. Floop. Poop on 'em, birds! Yeah. Sphinx Playground, Scorpion Arena. I already have Scorpion Arena. We'll take another one. And now I can make metal. When your castle reaches 0, it heals for 20, and all enemies are stunned for 7 seconds. Man, my castle's down to what? Already 24 health? That's basically doubling the health of our castle. Each poison enemy on the battlefield grants 3 morale. Warrior troops do 10% more damage. 25% chance of friendly units leaving a lesser healing pool when they die. Mill is more efficient. Magic school stuff. More worm riders, maybe? More worm riders and take a head start on wheat. Just take all the resources, nothing else. Another gold mine. I can make the healer mages, but once I upgrade my vision, I'll get them anyway. Come on. $90, and we're there. Ah. Free healer mages are incredible. Wildly powerful. Fisherman's hut. As far as making meat goes, this is way preferable over Animal Farm. Let's take that. Take ground fire. And from my prophecy, upgrade, an offensive structure, and upgrade, money, an offensive structure, and that's good. Gee, I wonder, who's that man? Your mages return from the dark realms with a weird trinket wrapped in velvet and paranoia. The thing is smooth, warm to the touch, and appears to respond to attention. According to the scholars, anyone who holds it becomes noticeably more attractive, as in, the kind of attractiveness that makes everyone in the vicinity go from stay away from me to let's get married right now. Word spreads instantly, as it always does when magic can bestow something the gods clearly didn't. Soon, an unfortunate-looking noble shows up at your court with a fat purse and a hopeful face. He offers to buy this trinket from you, claiming it is essential for diplomacy. Your advisors quietly point out that this is the first time he's ever used that word correctly. Not a very safe Google. Boob poop? Is boob poop not a good Google? One of each mage is awesome. $300 gold's also pretty sweet, but I think I'm gonna let all of my mages look at it so I get one of each mage. You hand the artifact over to the Magic Academy for research, ignoring the disappointed noble's dramatic sigh. The scholars study it obsessively, producing charts, potions, and innovations. While the mystery isn't fully solved, the Academy rewards your patronage with fresh recruits, eager, well-trained, and inconveniently handsome. Alright, we're cranking out golds. I would really like to crank out wood to increase our troop capacity. Oh yeah, where's Animal Farm? I'm selling that. So we're cranking out golds, we're cranking out wood. More golds. Get him, boss. Birds. Oh, poison birds. Poison poopy. Can't say no to that. Fisherman's hut, huh? You know what? We do have water being produced down here, sure. It's a net loss on water, but we're getting the meat we want. I need wheat. Poop on him. Pyramid of Horse. Rain summoned after death becomes poisonous. Worm riders deal 100 damage around them when they come out of the ground. Yeah, we got the worm riders already. Nice to have that. At this point, I think I basically just need basic production. See if we can get lucky and get some wheat and wood this way. Go poop on him. I should probably top off all of my other units as well. Not a bad idea. Great slingshot. Let's take that one. Double up on great slingshot. Upgrade the great slingshot. Come on. I need 300 and what, 20 wood for troop capacity? Yeah, 320. And then it's crystal and clay we need. I'm happy to use the slingshot. Just watching it launch. A djinn. Spawns a sand tornado that damages enemies when it dies. I'll take that. Tornado spawn after death becomes poisonous. Tome of the Restless Souls. When one of your troop dies, it rises from the dead as a ghost and fights in your side. Just bum rush wood there. 3 crystals whenever we kill an enemy. Alright, I do need a vineyard. Take 2 vineyards. It's good when a lot of dudes die. What the hell, Nara? That's such a messed up thing to say. Why would you say... This queen's all about that. And we'll buy the blade, too. Nara's scary. Wheat fields. Champions, ranged. Let's go champions. We have Jin and Horus there. Upgrade the Scorpion Arena. After a death, randomly struck by lightning. Although I like that one. Upgrade. Artifact. Basic production. Well, actually, I can get basic production here. So let's do spells. And then artifacts and artifacts, even more spells, advanced production. Your expedition into the Dark Realms was meant to be routine. Locate a stable rift, gather arcane samples, open a return portal directly back to your castle. Instead, the mages misaligned the coordinates and opened a gate into the infernal plane. Eventually, one of them staggers into your court, heavily scarred yet calm. He presents an offer on behalf of Hell. The demons, it seems, remember you. Your hefty offerings of nether runes near the volcano did not go unnoticed. Compared to cosmic horrors, you're apparently considered reasonable, even pleasant. Hell's ready to buy the souls of your mages. In exchange, you'll receive some of their troops to fight on your side. It's Sam Neill. Just, yeah, you gotta take the hat off, and you gotta trim the beard and change the facial hair, but this is Sam Neill from Event Horizon right here. Receive troops, 2 skeletons, refuse and banish, heal the castle by 30, receive permanent morale 10. They should pay you for the mages. Lose all troops on the battlefield, choose reward, legendary artifacts. Lose all the troops on the battlefield, huh? Thing is, I have a bunch of people, like... it's not that bad. I lose all my healer mages, but I could build healer mages. It's a gamble, don't do it. But legendary artifact. Because we are not active, I don't think, no, I can't cheese it by removing my troops. Oh yeah, I love gambling. Like, 2 skeletons is neat, but this could be anything. And this is the, like, we have plenty of time. I could re-up the troops in no time. Do it. You listen to the offer, then correct it. The mages were not acquired. They're stolen property. If Hell insists on keeping them, then Hell owes compensation. The emissary hesitates, clearly not used to mortals invoicing the underworld. But your logic is painfully sound. They're ready to offer a generous gift for your convenience. A legendary artifact. Unfortunately, it comes with a curse that soon kills everyone in your army. Increases all troop building unit capacity by 1. Increases units bonus HP by 15 HP every time you use a spell. Comfy bet. Like, that just ups how many units we get from everything. Alright, and now we gotta bum rush units. If I want more worms, I need a lot more wheat. Oh, the noise! What was that? Get him, boss! Wait. Those are some big gin. Not small. Damage dealt by gins by 50%. Clay. Wheat. Recycle. We already have all these. It's time already, Jesus. I gotta get my healer mages up and running. Healer mages make all the difference in the world. Or if I could just get a lot more gold. Balls are damaged for 10% of the max HP after introduction. Troops are produced 20% faster. Damage dealt by your troops increased by 30%. HP is reduced by 20. Poison puddle. Deforestation. Are these not trees? Feels like the waves are coming on very quickly. Alright, in order to build this, I need steel. Ah, hell. Let's get a forge down. And do this. Turn to sheep. Summon infernals. Ranged troops receive a 4% chance of shooting an additional projectile. Okay, I need wheat. Like, that's a big deal right now. I think it's safe to say we'll demolish the peasant hut. Demolish you. Although, if I could just bum rush gold? Do I have gold anywhere? No, I'm out of gold. That's a bummer. Send you to the Shadow Realm and do wheat. Up here. Gotta remember that part. What was that? 50% cheaper ammunition. Upgrade warriors. Upgrade warriors. Could have looked at all this stuff, but I immediately was just like, I need resources, and just bought them. Technically, there's enough gold here that I can upgrade this. Or I could just build a healer's 44 wheat. Here comes the boss. It's gonna be rough. There he is! Alright, hospital's active. The birds don't know who to poop on right now. Turn him into a sheep? His body remains. Alright, the crack is neat. Alright, don't be over here, everybody. A real war of attrition, huh? Like the birds are just pooping into his mouth. Just poop right into his open mouth. How do we make them retreat? How do we make them move from here? Is there a way? The center tile is not one I can move around. We're gonna lose everybody. Get him! That was devastating. Stop eating my units! No! Healer mages are doing good work. Get more gin. Good. Keep the catapults and the birds active. What's going on, Gasso? No, come on, people! Don't just stack there! No! Can upgrade the third ability of target to more units. See, the thing is we don't have this unlocked yet, even though we got to that one first. It's weird that this happens before this. There has to be some way for us to, like, make troops move. Stand in the growing shadow to avoid sunburn! You unlock the third ability by defeating the second boss. Which is what this will do if we kill this one. Really crank out a new buy. RIP that one guy. Good thing I am made of metal. Also, good thing, we really went hard on Anubis's. Is there a way? They're all gonna die. What's going on there, Mr. Clancy? Bleh. How you doing? All right. I wonder if there's like a building that does let you redirect units, because you just have to watch them get crushed. It's like, watch out! There's a big exclamation mark! Like, uh-huh, but... Like, I can't do anything about that. You actually meet... what are you talking? You're crazy. You're a crazy man. I would never. How you doing? Legendary seal on 3 tiles. Yes, please. Thunderstorm. Another genie's lamp. Move units or diversify your army. See, like, move units is the question. Like, how do you move units? Diversification, unfortunately, is probably the only way to avoid that tentacle attack. What was weird is we lost our healer mages because they were hanging out at the same distance as the Anubises. Sly Silent is so fun. Just a bunch of card cycling while your enemies wither away. You know what? There is the spell that turns them into diamonds and they come back, and invulnerability. Yeah, there's a few ways around it. Let's do riders. All bosses defeated. We're in endless mode, so we're definitely gonna die. We're not allowed to change distribution of who's in the field and who is in reserve while combat is active. Alright, Anubis' third ability is grants 2 Egyptian units in an area a rebirth after death. This applies to 3 units after completing the third quest. Can upgrade the third ability to target more units after 50 death events. Upgrade the second ability to summon stronger units. We never did get to 100 morale. Why are they jorking that tentacle in the middle of your sit? Because this is what we worship. We worship the erotic tentacle. That is a weird max upgraded sight box. I don't think I like that. Must be nice. Hell yeah, it is. Looks like endless, unlike other endless modes where we end up with those weird endless units. We get more of these. My liege, art thou gandering? The king's in his goon cave! Quick! Jork the tentacle! His Highness likes to goon to tentacle stuff. 'Tis quite the freak, my lord. Scorpion, you've been ready this whole time? It was like grayed out. I didn't think it was done. I don't know what's happening in the training image down there. I'm gonna bang the scorpion. Is that all right? Yeah, all right. Any reason for us to really do endless? Like, we already got paid. There's new kings to see. We really don't need to do endless. Like, I'm happy here. Outside of maybe seeing the Scorpion Riders, I do want to see them. I didn't actually produce that unit until after we had finished the fight. It's true, we will die quick. It's not exactly a friendly series of waves. They get real hard real fast. Let's see these Scorpion Riders. Alright, the Scorpion Riders die pretty quick. How do you train scorpions? Boning them? Boning down on them like these guys do? Yeah, we have how much wheat? 0. We have 0 wheat. Nah, I'm just gonna let everybody die. My castle has 3 hit points. This is the only enemy, I guess not enemy, the only map where, like, there are ranged enemies that ignore your units and go straight for wall damage. So, like, we've been taking pretty consistent damage to the walls the whole run, which is why we are almost dead. That's a tough one. That's like the only situation I can think of where prioritizing wall repair is kind of important. Volcano antenna as a unit that targets your castle. I like how different the various stages are and the various difficulty levels. I'm surprised there's a new unit at level 10. Mulch them. We don't have the wheat or the wine for the other two Pharaoh abilities. I'm not gonna re-up my troops. I'm just gonna let death come for us. Not that it matters, we die here. Alright, Cleopatra's fun. We have 91 resources here. Upgrade troop limit one more time. Upgrade troop limit one more time. Veteran barracks, the research table option. That was hella fun. I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. Starting troop limit by one's pretty nice. These are like the super long form, expensive upgrades. I'm more interested in getting all the other advisors unlocked. What's going on, opportunity? Having the first gaze upgrade unlocked and then having to work up the debt isn't bad. Base unit limit by 2. Buildings are cheaper. So we can afford this one or this one. That guy looks fun. Exchange resources for various rewards. Oh, it's an active button. It has a cooldown even. 2 musketeers at the start of the run is good. Like, real good. Let's see. This guy, that last slot is going to take a while. Give me that. We got muskets. I like that one. Very pricey, but desirable.